17. Over halfway now, and today is me and Keith, and we're going to ground. I love grounding. You can do grounding movements, exercises, breathing techniques, mindfulness, meditation, and it's great if grounding is what I always go to if I don't really know what I need. If you're feeling hyper, or if you're feeling a little anxious and you're in fight or flight mode. Also, if you're feeling exhausted, having been in that mode, then grounding is really good because it just brings you back to you and centers you. So let's start seated. So it's more of a kind of yogic angle on today's practice, but if you're not a yogi person, then don't worry, just go with it. It's fine. Let's get seated. So sit really comfortably. That's really important. I want you to feel your pelvis really heavy on your chair or on your floor mat, wherever you're sat on your cushion. Let's go palms down because that automatically helps us ground. Let's sit with the tailbone heavy, but then gently lifting through our spine, through the crown of the head, feeling that contrast between the grounding down, gravity pulls us down, and then finding areas to just gently lift. And then breathe. Notice how you're feeling. Notice how your body feels as you breathe deep into the belly. Maybe closing the eyes. Just go with this for a minute. We're going to start off a little static so that we can ground before we go into some more challenging movements. So you will build up a sweat, but bear with me, this is good for you. Ground down through the backs of the arms, through the back body, through the elbows. Find places that are heavy, that draw you down as you gently lift the heart space and the crown of the head. Breathe deep. Gently lift and engage the pelvic floor to keep you nice and supported. And breathe deep. If anyone likes to visualize colour, then red is the colour associated with grounding. So in yoga we talk about our Mula Bandha here, our root lock, and this is our first chakra, so the root chakra. So all about grounding. So really visualizing a nice red, whatever red is nice to you in this area, can really help if colours resonate with how you're feeling. Breathe deep. And if colours don't work, don't worry about it. Soften your face, soften across the chest, soften the shoulders down the back. Keep breathing deep. Notice the areas of your body that are on the floor, on the surface below you. Notice where you're being supported. Imagine those areas melting down, rooting down. If anyone feels like they want to put their feet on the floor to help ground here, noticing your feet like a magnetic force, drawing them down, 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 down. Maybe that feels nice with the feet down. Keep breathing. Soften the shoulders. Notice a calmness as you feel that draw down through the feet or the sit bones or both, as the rest of the body just gently floats up. Good. Returning to your cross-leg position or similar. Keep that feeling of grounded as we float the body up. Inhale up and over. Exhale, side stretch, lengthening through both sides of the body, not collapsing. Inhale up. Exhale over. So we're grounding or anchoring down through the sit bones as the upper body moves with ease, keeping the pelvic floor lifted so our tummy muscles are working here, obliques are engaged. We're lengthening through both sides of the body. So if you're leaning to your right, think about lengthening the right side and not collapsing. More about length and how far over we're going. And breathe deep. How many times have I said that already? Shoulders down, soft face. Feeling expansion as you inhale. Letting go as you exhale. Keep rooted through your sit bones. Couple more of these. Should feel really nice in the side body, in the lower back here. And now keeping that feeling of grounding down, of rooting down, we're going to take little circles here. So we start with a side stretch. Now keep the pelvic floor engaged, protect your lower back. We're going to round forwards, fingers brush the floor, over to the other side as you open that top shoulder up, 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 think chest to ceiling, and then lift. Let's take it the other way, up and over. Move in your own time, take it nice and slow, mindfully move. Notice any tension through the lower back, the hips, or even the mid, upper back, the shoulders, the neck as you move through this. And then lifting up, heart to ceiling. Keep it going. So really nice mindful movements. Maybe close the eyes, notice what's going on inwardly. Keeping rooted through our sit bones as we move through these really nice body circles. And this is lovely for your spinal health. Good for the nervous system. Pelvic floor gently lifted, toning the lower abdominals and the organs as we move. Keep breathing. Pelvic floor engaged. Soft face. Let's do one more. Make sure you've evened out on both sides. Breathing deep. And then return to a seated position. Shoulders down. Really nice. When you're ready, bring the legs in front. Take the hands to the shins. Now inhale, lengthen up through the chest, shoulders down. Ground into the feet and sit bones as you exhale. Keep your long spine and lean back, so we're not rounding. Keeping long spine, leaning back. Feeling those tummy muscles like we did in engage. Pelvic floor lifts, lower ribs hug down. Grounding down through the hands and feet here as we lift the heart space. Feel your abdominals working. Stay here. Feet are so light on the floor. Couple of options. If that is enough and you can really feel your connection here and your core muscles engaging, you're grounding through your sit bones, then stay there. If you need a bit more, you can take the feet just off the floor here, maybe point the toes, hold it, or flex if that feels nicer. Breathe. Stay here with the hands behind you if you need that support. Keep your spine long, or maybe lift the arms, palms up or down, up to you, shoulders down. That's not up to you, shoulders down. Soft chest. Now, wherever you are, it's always harder to hold these positions than it is to move sometimes. Lift your pelvic floor, hug your lower ribs down. Lift through the crown of the head, spine is long, and then notice your sit bones grounding down to the floor. Finding that calmness. Maybe a bit higher for a couple more breaths. Breathe deep. Stay with me. And again. Maybe higher, grounding through the sit bones as you lift the heart space. And then slowly release. Really nice. Coming straight onto our tummies here. Feet are hip distance apart. Now we're finding places to ground in these different positions. So tops of the feet and pubic bone ground down as well as the hands. We're going to do some little upper back raises. So draw the elbows in, shoulders down the back. Really squeeze the shoulders down the back. Keep your neck long, pelvic floor lifted. Pushing into feet, hands, pubic bone as we inhale up a small way. Use the exhale to lower with control. We're not relaxing. So kneecaps are lifted here, legs are engaged. Inhale, lift up. Exhale down. Keep that feeling of being grounded, heaviness through the pelvis and the hands and feet as we inhale up. Don't crick the neck. Neck is an extension of the spine. Exhale down. Pelvic floor lifted the whole time. Lots of things going on here. A couple more. Inhale up. Maybe going a little bit higher if that feels good. Keeping the elbows in, working on our upper body strength as we move mindfully through these lovely movements. Inhale up. Exhale lower. Navel draws in. Last one. Inhale up. Your optimum height. Exhale lower. Okay, bend the knees. Take hold of the ankles. If you can't reach, maybe just work on reaching for one at a time. So practicing one leg then the other and breathing. Otherwise, if you have got the ankles, we're going to draw the shoulders, excuse me, down and together at the back. Lift the navel. Kick your feet up as you grind through the pubic bone, lifting the head slightly, bow pose. In this position, whether you've got one leg up or two, find places to ground. We're going to be coming back to this position tomorrow. Soften the face. Breathe deep. Kick the heels up. Grounding down through the front body as we breathe. And then exhale, release. Really nice. Place your hands down, curl your toes, push up, and then send the hips way back, inverted V, downward dog. Good. Take a moment to just wiggle here. And then let's get into the finer details. Spread your 10 fingers. Really pushing into the index finger and thumb. Rotate your elbows out and under to open the shoulders. Bend your knees as you pull your hips back lifting up as much as you can. Hug the lower ribs in, lift your pelvic floor. Start to send the soles of the feet down. Relax the head completely. And now breathe deep. And again. Notice as you breathe deep, and we're not here for too long today, how you're grounding through the palms of the hands and the soles of the feet. Feel that grounding as the hips lift high. Keep grounded as you send your right leg up. Keep the hips square, squeeze your outer hips in, right leg nice and high, navel in, grounding through the left foot and the hands this time. Breathe deep, hold it here. Finding places to ground, to find that connection with the earth, if you like. To root down, lower the right leg. Right leg grounds down, roots down, whatever you like. Left leg floats up. Breathe deep. Feeling that earth connection. Still rotating the elbows out and under. Mine just crept back there, I felt it. Navel draws in. And then lowering down. Walk your feet towards your hands. Feet are about mat width apart as we drop the hips, as we did yesterday, into our yogi squat. Now this is the ultimate grounding of all grounding postures, if you like. So as we did yesterday, if you need to go wide and just gently find a sway side to side as you start to work the heels down, do that. If you want to find some stillness, you can drop the heels, keep the knees in line with your toes. Maybe hands to prayer, if you've got this position available to you, hugging outer arms to inner knees and vice versa. Neck is long, chest lifts, now drop your pelvis. Soften the face, just here for a couple of breaths. Breathing deep, thinking of something or someone you're grateful for. And notice how that makes you feel. That can be really grounding. Soften the jaw. Breathe into any discomfort. And then slowly lower down. Good. Let's take a forward fold. So bring the feet parallel. Keep the knees nice and bent. Keep the feet wide. And send the hips up as we take hold of the elbows. Woo, have a little sway. Notice in this position how you're grounding through your feet. Lift the pelvic floor. All four corners of the feet pushing down. As we move from side to side. So we've got this kind of anchor or this root which holds us down and allows the rest of our body above to move freely. Relax the head. Breathe into the belly. Good, and then bend your knees. I want you to bend as much as you can to get your fingertips under your toes. Or for some of you, if it's available, you might be able to get the whole of the palms under your feet, which is really nice. Wherever you are, pushing your toes or balls of the feet in towards your fingers or hands, keeping that bend. Now relax the head and start to send the hips upwards. They might not go very high, but start to hinge them up as you relax the head. Notice, some of you will straighten them and that's great, but you don't have to. Notice the feeling of your feet, the weight of your feet on your hands or your fingers. Really notice that. That draw down. Couple of breaths here. So good for mind-body connection, this. And exhale. Bend as much as you need to release the fingers slowly. And now push into the feet. Bend the knees as we roll it up. Notice your feet. Keep noticing the feet as you roll up. Grounding down through the feet, pushing the mat away, rolling up slowly, steadily. Roll the shoulders back at the top. Tadasana, mountain pose, or just standing up with lovely posture. Let's bring the feet really together. Ground through the feet. Lift the pelvic floor. Lift your leg muscles and ground through your tailbone. Send the buttocks down. You know the ropes by now. Lifting up here to the navel, sending it down at the back. Shoulders are down. Lower ribs are hugging in to protect all of this area and keep us strong. Palms open slightly to open the chest. Take a breath here. Notice how you're grounding through the feet, and if you feel like you need more lift, put your thumbs underneath your armpits and lift your armpits as you push your feet down. Notice what that does. You'll get this feeling of lengthening, so you're pushing the feet down as we're lifting armpit space. Good. Keep that lift and that push down as we release the arms. One-legged Tadasana. Peel your right foot up. Keep your belly muscles really engaged. Lift it as high as you can. Did this on day one, and hold. Right hip doesn't hitch up, so the hips are hugging in towards each other. Breathe here. Strong in your core. Left leg's really pulled up as well. Good. Soften the shoulders. Hey, Keith. Keith's woken up for a little clean. Let's take a tree pose. So if anyone needs a hand on something to balance, a wall, a chair, whatever, go for it. Your tree pose can be big toe on the floor, it can be on your calf, or you can come up above the knee but never on the knee, pushing your foot into your leg and your leg into your foot. So find that resistance. Push the palms together as we draw the shoulders down, lift the pelvic floor. And breathe. Now notice as we draw up, notice how your left foot is going down into the floor. Imagine roots, if you like to visualize, coming out of the foot and going into the ground like a tree. So we're steady there, therefore we can move the rest of the body if you want to. Couple of big calming breaths here. Find areas to soften across the face, the neck, the head, the shoulders. Lovely. From here, take it back with control, one leg Tadasana. Right, we're going to take a dancer's pose, so I'm going to face this way so you can see me. Start by dropping the arms down towards the side, and then kick your leg back slightly. Keep it flexed, keep it parallel. So you're going to feel your hamstring and your buttock really engage here. Ground through the left leg still. Breathe, open the chest, draw the shoulders together at the back. Keep it there. Navel draws in, kick it a little bit higher. Feeling the hamstring work, the glute work, stay with me, breathe. For some of you, you might reach back, right hand to the inside of the foot, inside, inside, inside. Take your left hand forwards. And if it feels okay, start to kick the leg up and away. So you're here. So you want to open that right shoulder as you ground through your left foot. Maybe take hands to a wall or some furniture if you need to. Keep grounding through your left leg as you kick the right leg up. Breathe deep. One more breath here. And then slowly bring it up in front. Exhale. Back down. I thought that was the cat. It was just the mat. He's still there. Sorry, a moment. Back down to our Tadasana. Open the chest. Breathing deep. Nice. Pelvic floor lifted. Let's go on the other side. Peeling the foot off, left foot this time. Outer hips hug in, navel draws in. Strong in your core. Lift out of your supporting leg. These slow, steady movements, hard work. Keep it mindful, work at your optimum. Notice your right foot, don't grip the toes. Get that Mula Bandha, that root lock, pelvic floor lifting in and up. Soften the face. And when you're ready, let's take our tree pose on this side. Wherever you're working at, whichever height is cool. Foot to thigh, thigh to foot, or ankle, or big toe on the floor. Find that push. Send the tailbone down as you lift the pelvic floor, feeling this gentle contraction here. That's going to help with our grounding. And then notice roots in your right foot as you lift up through crown of the head. Hands strongly to prayer, pushing together, shoulders together at the back. Feel your whole body as one as you breathe deep, calming breaths. Stick with me. Releasing tension and unnecessary, unwanted emotions as you exhale. If you're wobbling all over the place, it doesn't matter, go with it. Let's lift the leg forwards again and face this way. Navel in, nice strong leg. Open the arms out, Let's start here. So just hinging slightly from the hips, flexing that foot at the back. Start to kick the heel up. When you feel your left buttock and the hamstring engage, you're in a good place. Ground through your right foot, all four corners as you lift out of the right leg. Lift the chest open. Think heart space forwards. Breathe. Strong leg, kicking that left heel back still. Anchoring through your right foot, and if you want to, take hold of the inside of your left foot, inside. Right hand reaches forward, open the left shoulder, the left chest, as you start to kick the foot up. Breathing. Notice stability through the right leg, rooting down. Remember, you can take hold of something if you need to. For those of you that are quite flexible, you might start to move your left hands down towards the shin, so you can get a little more opening. Pelvic floor lifts. Keep that core connection. Soften the face. Couple more breaths here. Going to your optimum. And then slowly out. We lift the left leg up, up, up. And lower. Bring the soles of the feet together, shoulders down, ground down, close the eyes, breathe and notice. Good. Last little bit of movement on one leg here. Let's reach the arms up to second, shoulders down, out to the side. Do a little rondeggion, we call it in ballet, with the bent legs. So we're going to lift our right leg up and across, open it. We're grounding through our left leg, which is allowing us to do this. And I want you to bend your supporting leg as you lift that right leg up at the back in what we call attitude. So lift from underneath and then slowly lower it back down. Same thing on the other side. Lift the leg across the body. Keep this lock here. Ground through the lat. That's what we're finding, that stability. Open through the hip as we stabilize through the foot, supporting leg. Bend, bend, bend. Knee over middle toe. Lift the chest, shoulders down the back. And lower. A couple more. We're going to go up. Find some movement. It doesn't matter exactly what this looks like here. Bend as you lift the chest and lower. So you might be working really low to the floor just here, and that's great. But I want you to find stability as you straighten and bend through your supporting leg and through your strength here. Here we go. Up and over. Shoulders down. Lift, lift, lift. And lower on the left. Up and over. Breathe. Remember, you can hold on to something if you need to. No worries. Last time on each leg. Up and over. Lift. Last time. Up and over. Lift. Release. Lower the arms. Nice work. Let's take a port de bras. We're almost done. We're doing great. We're going to take a really nice wide lunge. So right leg forwards, left leg back. Now both feet are slightly turned out towards the toes, towards the outside of the mat. Not on a tight rope. So make sure heels are hip distance apart. Oh, Keith, you're cute today. Knees in line with our middle toes. Back leg is straight. Front leg is bent deeply. So make sure you're really nice and wide. Lift the body. Now ground through both legs. Push, actively push the mat away so you feel tops of the legs engage. Now keep that stability. We're not here for long. As we exhale forwards, long spine. Pushing into the back leg especially as we inhale, lift up. Open the chest. And again. Take it forwards for 2 and lift and open. Grounding through both feet, but especially your back foot here as we lift up and open. Couple more. Reaching forwards for 2. Working our core, working our legs up and open. Quite an advanced move, so move mindfully. Listen to your body. Take it low, take it deep. Last one. Forwards for 2. Push into that back leg as you reach. Lift up, open, lengthen, straight over to the other side. Get your position to begin with. Toes are out. So think about for your back leg, pushing into the outside, the little toe side of your back foot. Bringing the hips square, opening the arms, bending deep. Here we go, breathing in. Exhale, push into your back foot as you lengthen forwards. Don't come up with the knee as you lift the body. It's only the body that comes up and open. We lengthen forwards, navel in, up and open. And again, lengthen forwards for 2, lift and open. Squeeze the shoulders together at the back as you open. Forwards for 2 and lift up. Enjoy this movement. Synchronize it with the breath if you can. Exhale forwards. Inhale up. Exhale forwards. Pushing into both feet, keeping grounded, rooted. Last one, here we go. Lengthening forwards for 2. Lift up and open. Back to the right side. Both feet parallel this time. Legs are straight. Keep pulling your right hip back as you inhale up. Exhale. Forwards we go. Fingertips towards the floor. Soften the knees if you need to. Pyramid pose. A nice stretch through the right hamstring here. Draw your right hip back as you breathe deep. I say right hamstring. There are so many places that open and stretch when you do this, but it's mainly back of the right leg. Grounding through both feet for stability. Hips high. Remember, bend the knees if you need to. Soft head. One more breath here. Letting go on an exhale. And then soften the knee. Ground through the feet to lift the chest up. Straight over to the left. Feet are hip distance apart. Inhale, lift. Draw your left hip back, back, back as you lower with a straight spine to start with, and then soften the knees, curve through the spine as you need to. As you do this, keep tugging the left hip back, shoulders away from ears, relax your head. Think inhale, lengthen, and think exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen and expand. Exhale, soften and fold. A couple more breaths here. Breathing into the lower belly. Get your breath as steady and fluid and deep as you can. Shouldn't feel forced. Finding places to let go as you exhale. One more breath here. Soften the front knee, ground into the feet to come up. Take a moment just to stand. Really nice. And then let's finish seated again, back down. Legs are crossed or any comfy position. And again, noticing, find stillness and notice the areas of the body that touch or are in contact with the ground below you. Roll the shoulders back, palms down. Feel yourself sinking heavy, heavy into the ground, but you've got this lightness that lifts through the spine, the heart space, crown of the head, drawing you up. Feel those opposing energetic forces, if you like. Close the eyes. Notice how you feel. A little daily stillness here. Quieten the mind. Any thoughts that are passing, let them pass. Don't go into them, just let them pass. Just keep noticing. Soften the face. Watch the breath, but you don't need to shape it. Keeping still, keeping quiet, just for a moment longer. Observing you. As always, if you have a little bit longer, you can pause the video and just carry on being still for a few more minutes, then do that. Otherwise, good job. See you tomorrow for